So, are we rolling? We ready? Interns, y'all good? Cool. All right. So yeah,
Interns.
listen.
All right.
How you
I
doing,
went
man? We
first.
got special guests today. We in a new area right now. We on the go, but I had enough time to be able to catch up with a good artist today. That describe what kind of artist are you? What kind of style do you like to tattoo?
Um, I guess I could say I specialize in lettering. But I really enjoy lettering. I do like black and gray work, Chicano work, Aztec stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
prison work. But lately I've been venturing off into neo-traditional. I've always liked traditional artwork, but neo-traditional is something that I like doing too.
Show move,
Oh.
no doubt. What's one of the hardest things about lettering, Chicano style tattooing, in your eyes, your opinion?
Lettering is you have to have flow. You got to be able to just flow with stuff, being able just to connect stuff and go make it look cohesive. A lot of people struggle with that. They look pretty stiff when it comes to drawing the stuff. Even it was tattooing, especially, but drawing it, even people have trouble drawing it and shit.
What got you into
Lettering.
that style? Yeah.
When I was a kid, I did graffiti. Me and my cousin used to go do graffiti and shit out in the streets, and it got me. When I started tattooing, all I did was
How old were you doing it?
graffiti. Probably like 15, 16,
Good times.
something like that.
What's one of your like major influences that got you, once you started tattooing or drawing in general? What was that
Uh,
artist that kept you?
my cousin he was a beast with painting. He liked doing graffiti, but he liked doing that wild style shit.
Yeah.
I did straight bold, solid shit, whereas he did
Hold
just.
on. Well, I'm sorry. Hold on. My intern. Get the fuck out of here, man. You see me recording? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. He's fired. He's done. We'll get back to that though. You said it was your cousin. He did a
Yeah,
lot of.
he did a lot of wild style, but his paintings were crazy. He was able to paint people's faces just off of looking at them and stuff like that. And I mean acrylic painting, just going at it. And he was a tattoo artist too. His name is Primo, or his real name.
Primo.
His real name.
Primo.
Yeah. But as a tattooing, I guess Bookster Boog. Um, Blacasso was another one that I liked a lot. Mr. Cartoon was another one that I liked a lot.
Shout out Cartoon.
Oh.
What's been one of the what's been your strengths and weaknesses?
My
as
strengths
far as
is
like your whole tattoo career, like
my strengths is just staying on top of it. You know what I mean? Just
consistency.
consistency. Just keep going at it. Even though I've had people just put me down and shit like that. But I just keep going. I didn't give a fuck about what anybody said about me. I had people tell me that I wasn't gonna make it as a tattoo artist and shit like that.
Yeah.
And as my weaknesses, I feel like I'm like my worst critic, constantly criticizing myself. Every tattoo I do, I'm just like, this shit sucked. Like, why would I even think that was good?
Where'd you start your career at, like tattooing? Like, what was the first shop that you were at?
The first shop I ever worked at was called Planet Ink. It was on University, in St. Paul. It was kind of like a biker shop. It was a cool little shop though. It's kind of reckless in there, to be honest, but it was cool.
How you think tattooing affected you socially?
Socially, when I was in my 20s, I thought it was the coolest shit in the world. People would come up to me and talk to me and ask me about tattooing. Everywhere I went, it was tattooing. Everybody talked to me about tattooing. I thought it was really cool. But now as an adult, it's like in my 30s, it's like it's kind of annoying, to be honest with you. And I'm not trying to say tattooing in general is annoying, but everywhere I go, it's just like people want to, I want to get this, and I'm at a birthday party or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just trying to
pull me to the side, and like I'm trying to get this and I'm trying to get that.
It never cuts off. Like,
I'm just like, bro, I'm not here for that. I'm here to celebrate a kid. You know what I mean? Celebrate kids' birthdays and shit.
I'm already knowing, man. So speaking on that, like, how you think tattooing and this kind of career field affected your mental health?
it kind of, I don't know, it made me feel like when I was younger, it made me feel like a star, kind of like a ghetto superstar type shit. Whereas now it's just, I feel like it's a community where like people like us, you know, the minorities are kind of like the outcasts.
Yeah.
And which is cool because I've never been a popular person. But between us, you know, we're popular in our own sense.
Yeah. Well, I know we spoke about like your favorite artists and everything. Is it Mamu?
I think so, yeah.
Where do you think you get your creativity from? Like, is it like a family thing? Is it just something that you the first artist in your family, or?
I'm definitely not the first artist in my family. Like I said, my cousin was a good artist, but I have uncles that painted, and like I got paintings from them from the '90s and shit. You know, they're drawing big Aztec pieces on walls and shit like that. Even down in Mexico, I got uncles down there that are artists. It's a lot of art in my family.
No doubt.
But right now, I'm just striving to be better. And honestly, at the same time, I'm trying to keep up with these young kids coming in with these fucking like the neo traditional shit, like all these neo traditional artists, and I'm just trying to keep up with them and shit like that. To be honest,
No doubt. What you think you enjoy the most doing if you're not tattooing or painting or drawing? You know.
I like doing I like building shit. I also I have built a wall in my backyard just so I can do murals and graffiti on and shit, so I don't get in trouble. You know, I'm on probation. I can't be out here doing street shit.
For sure. Show me too.
Other than that, like I play Call of Duty and shit like that.
A little something on Call of Duty. Yeah. You don't even want to mention cooking.
Oh yeah, cooking is something it's a personal passion. I really love cooking. It's just something I really love doing. I've always loved doing it. I used to cook with my mom. But yeah,
I don't know, cooking. I think people would like it. It's just creating.
It's
something.
An art. It's an art. It's definitely an art form.
Definitely. How many tattoos you think you got now?
How many tattoos do I got now?
One big one.
I quit. I used to count them when I was a kid. I think around like when I was like 20, 21, I was at like 32. Then I just stopped counting. So I just tell people like I got a sleeve. I got basically two sleeves. I got my whole chest. Mm-hmm. I got most of my legs. I got my face. I got my head. I got my neck. Yeah.
What's out of all of that? Like, what do you think? Like that tattoo that you got to go to the grave with?
My favorite one. The one on my ribs. The one on my ribs for my sister who passed away when I was 19.
Right.
And then I got the one on my shoulder that I got from my brother who passed away back in 2019.
Yeah. Rest in peace. No doubt. What do you think sets you apart from every other artist and that's around you these days?
These days,
these are some good questions.
I know back in the day it was because in Minnesota, we're in Minnesota. There wasn't a lot of Chicano artists, and that did Chicano work, and that felt like that was what set me apart from other artists up here, especially because everybody liked colorful shit and nobody really was into like black and gray shit. And if it was black and gray, it was like demonic type shit, which I also like doing. But nowadays it's more like at this point I'm trying to set myself apart from other artists.
How you think you're gonna do that?
I don't even know, to be honest.
I'm trying to $1 million question.
I have ideas that I want to do, but I just don't want to fuck somebody up trying to practice on them. You know what I mean?
Favorite tattoo artist of all time? Hands down. Got to pick one. Tattoo artist.
I think my favorite tattoo artist, and it's still from when I said somebody I looked up to, was Placaso. He is in San Diego, I believe. But he is a Chicano artist, and he freehands every fucking thing. Everything. He's portraits to fucking everything.
Where is he located?
I don't know. He's super private. He has an Instagram, but he's barely on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's dope. He's dope as fuck, and that's who I strive to be. Like I try to do freehand. I can't do it here too much because again, I don't want to fuck somebody up, and I guess I'm timid right there, and I need to get past that point of.
I don't know, man. I think you need to get into that because I see you do freehand work. Like as far
I'll freehand some lettering. I'll freehand all day, every day.
You'll sit there and write lettering on somebody, and 10 minutes later, tattoo's done.
He's out here freehanding lowriders and shit like that.
That's different. Yeah, that's different. Yeah,
skulls turning into tattoo machines.
He's built like different.
You went?
Yeah, I went. Where you next 5 years? Where you really see yourself
I
as
was
an
just
artist? And
I was just talking to my girl about this the other night. About I probably only got like a solid like more than 10 years in this tattoo game because the way my body is, man, my hands and my back. I need to figure out some. I'm trying to get into this clothing stuff, making clothing and vinyls and embroidery and stuff like that.
branding,
I need a new hustle is what I'm trying to think of.
no doubt, another income.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Um,
doubt.
and I now I have kids, so I'm trying to think of stuff that I can involve my kids with or have them do as they're growing up. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna introduce them into artwork and drawing
sure.
and tattooing and shit. But
And you supposed to be popping up at the next convention.
yeah, it's gonna be at the Minneapolis Villain Arts Convention at the Hyatt Regency.
Oh, doubt.
But there's other ones that I've been wanting to, like the Twin Cities Festival in July, and then there's this convention community. It's called Tattoo U that I've been trying to get into. I haven't really been trying to get into, but I've been thinking about getting into.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like a Midwest convention type thing.
Well, shit. What can the people expect from you other than the convention that's coming up for you? What's 2024?
I wanna get more into my other aspects of art, not just focusing on tattooing and drawing. I want to do more paintings, and also I actually want to get into sculpting and wood carving and stuff like that.
Wood carving, man. My pops does that shit. We ain't gonna talk about all that shit. Yeah, wood carving is definitely dope, man. I appreciate you coming through today. I'm out of questions. I could get ignorant with this, but we're gonna keep this professional.
Cordial.
What I mean?
You can keep this
Hey,
cordial.
yo. Checkmate. I win.
Oh, you didn't. You didn't even get a piece.
We out. It's my show. It's my show, Smiley.